That was the most striking thing I think about watching England, and in particular Emily Scarrett. Like,
Something
what
else.
a natural player she is. It's like everything she does seems to be almost instinctive, like just second nature in the way she controls the ball, the way she finds space. Her kicking game is excellent. Probably even more so than the rest of the England team. Like, it was a joy to watch her, and you would presume that this is a person who's been throwing a rugby ball around even to herself for a long, long time, as opposed to somebody who picked it up maybe in her late teens or even early 20s.
Yeah, the spiral kick, I think it was in the first half, down the left hand side.
Oh my God.
The kick of the
I've always wanted to have a campaign to bring back the spiral.
it's back.
I think
because
it's
it's
coming
just
back.
so beautiful
Emily
to
Scarrett
watch,
is
and no one's using it.
Scarrett is leading
It's
the
like-
charge.
Yeah. I think Raj was the last one in the men's game who used it regularly.
This is
Great to see it though.
This is actually a chat I was having with somebody recently as to when it kind of died out. And I remember, this is a completely tangential kind of rant, but I remember the 2005 Lions tour, Stephen Jones and Johnny Wilkinson, when they were kicking for touch, they started doing like front over bottom,
It started to die out when Dave Allred came on the scene, who's the self-appointed kicking guru, all things kicking related. Coaches Sexton, coached Wilkinson. He's a guy who likes to. He's the David Ledbetter. I will deconstruct you in every way and rebuild you in my shape and form. And if you don't comply, I'll leave you on the scrap heap. He's a tough guy in my view to work with, because he doesn't embrace anything about someone's natural anatomy, or by guy with short legs, a guy with long legs. They've all to kick his way, and you do it his way or you don't. And a lot of it is to me, I'm not quite sure, does it all add up? He talks about, your follow through must be, your whole body must go in the direction of where the kick goes. Now, if you look at an NFL kicker, kicking a place ball 50 metres in the snow, and he doesn't even have the ball in front of him when he starts his run up, you watch where his follow through goes, and it ain't in the direction of the posts. He's done a full swivel or pirouette. The Argentinians, Nicolas Sanchez, Todeschini, they've been the best kickers. None of them do it either. So I think Allred kind of exists in this joy vacuum that, you take any joy out of kicking, learn how to do it as an automaton robot and follow everything I do. And when you do that, you eliminate risk, because there's risk in the spiral because you get it wrong. So those guys started to live by his creed. They kicked, as he said, they eliminated the spiral, but they were damn good at it. And you look at the likes of Stephen Jones and Wilkinson, their kicking percentages going up. But if you look at videos of 10 years before Allred came on the scene, and a guy taking a penalty to touch, he kicks it 50 metres and he curls it into a corner. What we all do now is, you see a guy, he stands, he looks at the touch line, he looks up at the posts, it's,
front over end,
torturous. He kicks it 25 metres and it goes halfway into the stand. And everyone goes, that's become accepted now. A full-time professional kicker should be kicking 40, 50 metre touch kicks off a penalty. Way more than they are. But everyone just accepts, start the play off again, kick it 20 metres, make sure we hold possession. So, you can tell by my tone.
Is this a rant?
I think it is, absolutely is a rant.
I'm loving it.
I'm delighted you got to bring it up.
I'm loving it, yeah. We I don't know if we mentioned last week, but I remember Ronan O'Gara saying to me that he would wake up sometimes at night wondering why people didn't spiral the ball anymore.
I love that.
He felt so passionate about it.
I'm so with him as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be, it's a brilliant weapon.
Potentially one of the reasons some guys don't do it as well is because, I don't know.
Good on Emily Scarrett. Bringing it back,
She is bringing it back. People probably want to keep the ball in play a bit more if it's an open play, so you see less then. But the line kick, certainly, there's a lot of conservative line kicking.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you that, like, again, we've discussed it before, like, kicking skills aren't quite pushed as much as they should be. We're probably seeing it more now because especially with defences being so full of defenders, the kicking game is, as we've discussed, even getting ring rows on the ball and building his grubber, it's so important. So let's see some more grubbers, please. I mean, more spirals.
I think there's a spiral.
And grubbers. And like Mick Byrne, who's now with the Wallabies, was the All Black skills coach for the last 2 World Cups. Like, he worked with guys like Andrew Johns in the NRL. And to do a session with Mick Byrne, like, for a start, is one of the most joyful things you could ever do. But he teach you how to curl grubber kicks either way. He teaches you things like how to kick a dead duck, kick a ball 50 metres into the air that doesn't rotate. As he says, it moves around like a stale loaf of bread. Fullback can't catch it on the way down. He can do spiral bombs. He's a 6'7" former Aussie rules rugby player who's just got this magical control of an oval ball. And he's introduced that into All Blacks setups. He's introduced it into the AFL, the NRL. There's a huge amount we can learn from that and develop into our kicking game. And we talked about how stagnant we are in the Conor Murray situation tactically and in terms of execution. There's so much we can add into our attack just through the evolving skill levels in kicking and by bringing back the spiral. God damn it.